The 5 conditions that form the basis of the religion of Islam are obligatory for Muslims. There are some conditions for fulfilling the 5 pillars of Islam. There are exceptions to the 5 pillars of Islam, which are obligatory for all Muslims, men and women. What are the 5 conditions of Islam? Islam has 5 basic pillars. 1. Saying the Shahada of the word. 2. Praying. 3. Fasting. 4. Giving zakat. 5. Going on pilgrimage. Kalima Shahida or Kalima Tawhid is the expression that declares that there is no God but Allah in the Islamic faith and that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Whoever brought martyrdom, which is the first condition of Islam, is in contact with Allah, CC, and the Prophet. So, he declared the unity of Muhammad. If a person accepts the prophethood of Muhammad, he becomes a Muslim. Kalima Shahada, Gesedu enne ilahe illallah ve eşhedü enne Muhammeden abduhu ve rasuluhu. It is expressed as, meaning, I testify that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his servant and messenger. It is expressed as 2. Praying. The second pillar of Islam is to pray. Praying is an important act of worship for Muslims. There are 5 daily prayers in total. These, morning, noon, afternoon, evening and night prayers. These 5 daily prayers are made obligatory for Muslims. For whom is prayer obligatory? Praying, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, is obligatory for everyone who is a Muslim, has reached puberty and is intelligent. In other words, in order to perform prayer, one must first be a Muslim, that is, have faith. If you are an unbeliever, prayer is not obligatory for you. Another situation is adolescence. Prayer is obligatory for everyone who enters this period, also called the age of puberty. As we mentioned above, our Prophet Muhammad, has a hadith on this subject. Parents are required to teach their children prayer and other requirements of religion starting from the age of 7. Parents have a great responsibility in this regard, because if they do not teach, they will be held responsible. Children should learn to pray on their own and have the necessary equipment before they reach the age of 7. 3. Fasting. Fasting is defined by Islamic religious scholars as a worship not only reserved for Muslims, as stated in the Holy Quran, but also commanded to the Ummas and prophets before us. Fasting is one of the needs of the soul, which is depicted as the angelization of man in the Islamic religion, avoiding eating, drinking and all forms of sexual intercourse. In this sense, it is a form of worship that includes values that mature people spiritually. For giving zakat. Muslims must give 1/40 of their money and property to the poor. For whom is zakat obligatory? In order for a person to be obliged to pay zakat, he must be a Muslim, free, intelligent and have reached the age of puberty. He must have assets in excess of his debts and essential needs, actually or in case of default, surplus, that is, profitable and equal to the nisab amount for 1 year. To whom zakat should be given is explained in detail in the Holy Quran at Tawbah 9/60, and its nisab is stated in Hadiths, Bukhari, Zakat 32, 36, 38, 43. Accordingly, a person who has property equal to the nisab amount other than his basic needs must pay zakat on his property if all other conditions are met. 5. Going on Hajj. Hajj is one of the 5 basic principles of Islam and is a worship that has material and spiritual aspects. Performing the pilgrimage is obligatory for Muslims who are free, mentally healthy, of legal age, and able to fulfill the obligation of pilgrimage in terms of health, property, and road safety. The person who meets these conditions must fulfill this obligation without delay as soon as he has the opportunity. A Muslim who has performed Hajj once in his life does not need to perform Hajj again, he can only perform voluntary pilgrimage. In order for a person who is obliged to go on a pilgrimage, he must be healthy, there must be no obstacles such as detention or a ban on going abroad, and the road must be safe. Those who cannot bear the pilgrimage or those who are sick enough to perform the pilgrimage and the elderly are not obliged to perform the pilgrimage even if it is obligatory. Those who are in this situation can go on the pilgrimage themselves if the conditions are met. If the conditions are not met, they will perform the pilgrimage at their own place by paying a fee.